Hey there, welcome to Eats and Nails. I'm going to show you how I changed this nail design into the new set that I'll be showing you shortly. As you can see, these stones have stuck on these nails throughout the entire time. The glue, I love it, is amazing. The only one that popped off was this one, and I was really rough with it. And then the backing of the stone is still glued onto the nail. It's just the actual crystal that popped off. Other than that, they have all been intact. I love them. If I find the glue here, I'll link it so that you guys can get it. But it is amazing. Look at how hard I am trying to pry these off with my little pliers here, and I'm having a hard time taking them off. But it's also on the way that I glue the stones. It's not just the glue, but obviously the glue is essential. But I'll show you later in the video how it is that I go about securing the stones. Now here you see me with one of my favorite safety bits, which I will link here in the video so you can get it yourself. I go around all the cuticle, remove all of the gel top coat in order to have a good application. Make sure to remove it all. You don't want to have any glossy areas. Even though I'm going to use a very similar acrylic, I want to make sure I remove all the glossy area. Here you see a little bit of lifting. I switched my nail bits to this flat one, carbide bit. And I use the flat one because it's not so close to the cuticle, but I need it because it's a super fine carbide. And then I just go and remove until I no longer see any lifting. That way, when I do apply the new acrylic, the lifting will not continue and I won't have any greenies or anything like that. Then again, I'm going to switch a bit into this volcano bit. I'll link it here. It might not be the same color, but it's basically the same function. It's also one of my favorite nail bits because it really allows me to work, especially when it's like a long nail like this. The shape of the nail bit really lends itself para que puedas trabajar con la uña bien y limarlo todo. So I am going to remove, I'm removing almost, I would say about 80% of the acrylic, and then I leave still about 20 or so percent of the acrylic. Basically don't remove it all before I start shaping the nail, because every time I do a refill, I always have to reshape the nail, and I suggest you guys do that too, because with wear and tear, ya sea que estás calentando tortillas en el comal o lo que sea, it does change the shape of the tip. So now I switched again to a sanding bit, and this is just because it's less coarser and I won't remove too much of the acrylic and accidentally damage the nail tip. Then I switched to this diamond tip. I'll link, there's a whole set that comes with different sizes and shapes. This one I like to use to clean the underside of the nail, especially like the growth. As you can see, ahí se mira todo lo que le estoy removiendo is a lot. And it just helps when refilling my nails. It makes it look a lot better. Here, as you can see, there's still acrylic on the actual tip, and I do that on purpose when shaping and filing the nail tip back to shape, because I don't want to accidentally crack or rip my nail tip away from my natural nail and have to start all over. So por eso le dejo un poquito de acrílico todavía. Then once I'm done filing and shaping the side walls and all that, the free edge, entonces I go back again with my sanding bit and I remove the rest of the acrylic that I want to remove. Then I go in with my cuticle pusher, which I absolutely love. It's dual ended. I'll show, oh, I don't think I showed you there. This is optional. It's up to you if you want to do it. I prefer to do it. It's up to you. Like I said, if you're going to cut your cuticle, just be very careful. Then I switch to this diamond bit, and I'm going to really go in underneath my cuticle area and really clean up that area and remove any of the cuticle that might be stuck in there. And of course, that's important para que no se levante la uña. You don't want to overfile though, especially on your natural nail. Then I remove all of the dust and wash my hands, and I'm using my nail dehydrator that I make myself. I believe I do have a video. I'll link it at the top if you guys want to know how to make your own nail dehydrator at home. Then this is the nail primer, completely separate product, and I buy that from Mia Secret. This is the acrylic powder that I'm going to be using. As you can see, it's like a white shimmery color. And then the Bad and Bougie acrylic cover from Valentino, which I love. Basically, I'm not really going for an ombre. I'm just putting that white shimmery acrylic color and brushing it up towards the smile line. Que pase un poquito del smile line. Not necessarily, like I said, I'm not really doing a boomer nail or anything like that, or a fade or gradient, whatever. That's the look that I was going for. Super easy, super simple, but I love it. It looks elegant. I think it looks elegant and cute and sexy and beautiful. And then always patting the side walls para que no se pierda la forma de la uña. And then that way I don't have to spend too much time filing. I hate filing, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Filing the nails is one of my most, like, my annoying thing of doing nails. So por eso I spend quite a bit of time of making sure I don't lose too much of the shape and I don't have to file too much. Then I applied the Bad and Bougie, and sorry, I know I got out of the frame, and you're gonna see this throughout the entire video. It wouldn't be a Nita Nails video if I didn't get out of the frame. Also, I'm sorry, I am sick right now, and therefore my voice is a little bit raspy, quite raspy actually. Here, like I said, I'm applying that Bad and Bougie acrylic color on the nail bed and then just swiping it over the white. Doesn't matter. I am sorry, like I said, look, it's just me. I don't have like a monitor where I can see where I'm recording. I don't have a team. It's just little old me. But basically, here's how the nails look after I applied that cover color. If you noticed, I did one nail. I'm going to do it the accent nail, and I'm going to be putting these little bows on that nail, and that nail is all one color. And then I'm going to be using these rhinestones, which I love how they look in the box and for the first couple days. But if I'm honest, after a couple, like a week or even a few days, el color, that shimmer, goes away, and then you're just left with like a dull stone. But anyways, I knew I wasn't going to wear these nails for too long, so it didn't really matter. I'm using this gemstone gel glue, and it's super thick. I like using a dotting tool, which you can hardly see because, again, Itza got out of the frame like always. But I'm just putting a little dot, making it into a circle, and then just laying down the groundwork. The little bed where I'm going to be putting the rhinestone is basically what I'm doing. Then with my wax pencil, picking up the stone, and I'm going to apply it into every one of those little gel glue beds that I made. And I do suggest you press down, because if you don't press it down, the stone basically is just going to be floating there y se va a caer fácil. It's going to lift. So that's why it's very important to, when you're using these UV gels, UV glues, is to really press down whatever you're trying to glue onto the nail. Otherwise, it's going to pop off really easy. Then I put it in my LED lamp. Then this is where I'm going to see, as you can see, I got a glob. I got a big glob of the glue because I'm going to be adhering that little bow. And what I'm going to basically do is kind of give the shape of the bow. Not really, but you know, kind of imagine where the bow and the little listones, I forgot how to say it in English, are going to be landing. So just make sure that it's completely covered by that glue. Then I'm going to pick up that bow, si se deja, and then out of frame, of course, I'm going to glue it. And this is where I'm telling you to really, really press down, get it into its place. This is what I like about using UV gels or UV glues, because it gives you time to play around with it and adjust it, because it's not going to dry unless you cure it under the lamp. So as long as you don't put it in the lamp, you have plenty of time to play around with it and make sure it's in its right place. And so that's basically what I did. And then I cure it. Then it's going to be nice and set. And then to add extra secure so that it doesn't pop off, I go in with my my gel top coat. And I'm basically going all around and underneath that bow, creating a big, thick layer underneath it. And then for more precise areas, I use this little fine nail art brush and then dip it in that same UV top coat, and or LED top coat, gel top coat, whatever, I can't talk, and then cure it. I'm going to be using this chrome powder. I'm trying to show you, but the lights are so bright, but it's beautiful. You'll see it. It gives it a perfect glazed donut kind of look. And I'm only going to be adding it to that one main accent nail, which is the one with the bow. Immediately after I cured it in the lamp, I go in and I rub it with the little applicator and really, really rub it in. Tallarlo por todos lados. Pretend you're washing los calcetines a mano. And then go all around it. And then I'm going to remove the excess dust. And always top coat it with UV gel to protect the design. Otherwise, se les va a quitar el chrome, you know. Here's the final result. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, I would really appreciate if you guys give me a like on this video and also a comment. And why not subscribe? I am so happy to have you guys here at the Itza Nails channel and be a part of the Itza fam. So take care, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.